Well, greetings from the Frugal Gardener's homestead. It's midday on the Frugal Gardener's garden. And for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome, welcome. I am the Frugal Gardener. I garden in the hills of West Virginia. I am in my mid-70s. I've been gardening my whole life. This is my 10th year on YouTube. So enough about me. Let's get down to business. There's so much going on around here that I didn't really know where to start or what I was going to make this video about today. So I decided to let you guys in on what I have been working on. I wanted to wait until I was sure that I was going to do this because I have been working off and on all winter researching and purchasing new seeds. When I say new, I mean I wanted to grow something different. I always tell you guys, don't grow what you don't eat. And I'm kind of making an exception in this case because everything is so wacky now with the food prices. Everything is so screwed up. And a lot of the things that we normally buy in the produce aisle, we're growing ourselves. But that also kind of limits us. So this time, what I'm going to do is I picked roughly a dozen of vegetables or different types of vegetables that you probably may not have heard of, and some I've never heard of myself. And what's going to happen is we're going to grow them. Hopefully you'll stick with me this summer and see what I'm growing, where I'm planting, and I'll give you a hint. The first two are going to go in this large container here. Before I go any further, what I am entitling this is the Summer of Surprises. Surprises because I'm not going to tell you guys in advance everything that I'm growing, just a couple of things. This is another surprise. This is what I'm going to reveal to you guys at the end of this video. I'm going to show you. This is kind of my workstation here. Over here is where I usually plant my seeds. Over here is where I usually do projects. And yes, Keisha H, I decided to take your advice and keep the same color. So this is where this is going to stay for the summer. This you have not seen before because this was in a box over here and I finally put this together. I'm going to do a video one day soon. This is the bird bath, obviously. I'm going to do a video about how all this came to be. The regulars, you guys who've been with me for 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, you already know what happened and how this was created out of nothing. And it was created out of necessity, really, and why I had to create this and the money that I reluctantly had to spend in order to make this work. It is actually working. There's the bird feeder. The birds are coming to the feeder. They will be seen coming here. This has got to be put up. This is, I'll do a video on this later. This is my hummingbird feeder. This here has to be put up, and this whole area here will be ready to go. You can see there's growth here. All these things are actually doing well, except for this is this is a holdout from last winter. I'm not sure what's happening here, but I'm going to probably end up digging this up and seeing if I have any garlic in here. But this is what I'm talking about over here. Yeah. Kind of hard to see. This is where I stop and tell you guys that I have been in communication with a couple other content creators, gardening content creators, because there's been a growing problem of all these AI videos. And frankly, they're ruining everything because they're putting out these videos that are so fake, so phony. You guys probably can tell because most of you have been gardening for a while. But if you are new to gardening and you see them come up with, just loads and loads of cucumbers and potatoes and tomatoes and all kinds of stuff, like almost miraculously, and it's not. So it's bad for a couple of reasons because it takes away from the legitimate videos, but it's also bad because it misleads new gardeners into thinking that they're going to just plant a couple seeds and they're going to get, all kinds of stuff to grow seemingly within a couple of weeks. And that's not the case. So I have not taken these out because there are people that are kind of unscrupulous and, let's call it what it is, lazy, and will steal your ideas. So I'm going to take these out a few at a time, and I'm going to show you guys what it is that I am growing that's different, that's unusual, that hopefully you haven't seen before, and maybe you will try for yourself. So I'm going to take a walk down the other end of this garden, and I'm going to show you the first thing that I'm about to plant. I thought I'd just stop along the way and show you how my strawberries are doing. I did lose a couple, which was to be expected, but for the most part, strawberries are doing well. And my Kennebec potatoes over here, they're doing okay. But what I want to show you is down this way. And this is something that I'm taking a risk because I'm using an entire bed to grow these, which I have not done before with something. These other things. Pretty soon I'm going to do a garden tour because, as you can see, there is quite a bit going on, like I said earlier. At any rate, this is where we're headed. And butterflies. What I'm doing is taking a chance because I'm going to show you what I'm growing in a minute. I've never grown these before, and for me to risk this much space is, I can take the chance now primarily because I have so much other space to grow in. And I'm going to put this down and show it to you. This area here was built by the Frugal family. This was to my request. This is 6 feet long. I'm 6 feet wide, 8 feet long. What you see over there are a couple of elephant garlic that came back from last year. But this is it. These are tropia onions, red tropia onions to be exact. Now, I watched not a special, but it's a series on CNN with Stanley Tucci. And he did a whole thing on the region in Italy where they come from, and it's near the ocean, and how sweet they are, and they actually ate them raw. So this area here is going to be dedicated to that because this is again why I would like for you guys to at least pick one or two of these things and try them for yourself. You can't buy them around here. You can't buy them in a lot of neighborhoods. I Googled it because I wanted to buy a couple and try them out. The only way you can get them, or at least in this area, is online. And they are pretty pricey. To be exact, it's $6 for a bunch, and that's not counting shipping. So I got my old tiller back, my neighbor. He's like a modern day MacGyver. My tiller was in bad shape. This is a mini tiller. He's going to lend me his grown-up tiller, the big tiller, to do the garden that's over here. And the problem is he gets busy, so I have to wait until he's available to bring it up to lend it to me. So this one I am familiar with. I've been using this for a couple of years. The Frugal son-in-law actually plowed or tilled a lot for me last year. So I'm going to till this area and the rest you can probably figure out. I'm going to add the soil. I'm going to add this compost. I'm going to add some nutrients, and then I'm going to plant probably about 50 seeds in here. I have the majority of what I need, but I think I may be a little short. So I ordered more, and they are late. What a shocker. So I'll plant what I have probably tomorrow. I'm going to, like I said, this is not going to really take that long to till this small area, and the soil is not that bad. The tiller's in good shape now. I was told that at some point I might have to put another carburetor on it, but right now it's running well. This will take me probably about 10 minutes to just till this area, and altogether it'll probably take me about a half hour to get this the way I want it, and hopefully that's going to be enough soil. I do have more that I can add if I need to, and I will do a video and show you guys how I spaced these, how deep I planted them, how far apart I planted them, and how I intend to grow them. So this is what I mean when I say that I'm still going to do the regular. I mean, I probably have about 40 different types of plants that I'm growing in here. If you include the plants and the trees and the shrubs, the blueberries and the peach trees and all that, yeah. But I'm speaking specifically of doing something different, because why not? You know, I have the space, and life should be exciting. Gardening should be exciting. You don't want to just eat the same old stuff every year. You know, everybody grows carrots, everybody grows tomatoes, everybody grows squash, everybody grows cucumbers. So let's try something different. So as promised, here it is. These are basically stands, and they are sorely needed around here. This comes with a 3-year warranty. Don't think I'll need it. And what I did before, I say I, when it wasn't really me, the frugal nephew, I kind of cobbled this together, and he put it up for me. And again, the birds are using this. This worked out well, but I don't want to have to keep doing that. So this I got a good deal on, and just like I threw this together and put this in this corner. And by the way, if you guys have any suggestions of where I can probably better utilize this, I'm always open for ideas. This is all brand new. 2 months ago, this was not here. So this is a work in progress, even though it sounds contradictory, because when I say I'm almost finished, I mean I'm almost finished with my concept, with my build, with what I wanted to do with this, to bring in the birds, the bees, the 3 Bs, the birds, the bees, and the butterflies. So it's already working. I hear the birds in the morning when I'm out here, and there were a couple of bees. I actually got stung by one, but now the water is going to bring in the birds also, and I'll set everything up. This I talked about briefly. I'm not going to go into this today, but this is super simple. This works on the same principle as this. These rods are fairly simple to put together. Put them together. Underneath here, you see where there's the stand or the stake, so you can put them in the ground. And once I put this up, I can hang up to 4 different plants, or in this case, I definitely have designated one of these for my hummingbird feeders, this one, and I have another one that is kind of, I may have to upgrade, because this is far superior to the one that I have, and I'm not sure how that's going to look side by side. So I'm going to put that up, another one up, and I'm not sure if I'm going to use hanging plants. I'm not sure if I'm going to put up another feeder like this one. Not exactly sure how I'm going to use that, but this, again, super simple to install. It's going to take me, well, it's 2 of them, so it's going to take me probably about 10 minutes to put these together. And once I do, the reason why I'm putting things down this end is because every time I come up here, I scare the birds, and I don't want to do that. This end, I may end up using this end down here, because, well, that's the compost bin, which I have not been using because I've been too busy. And you can see this apple tree. This is a Fuji apple tree. This is starting to take off. This is a water fountain. It's not working right now because it's solar and it's in the shade. So what I may do is move some of this around and put it down this end, or put one down this end and one down the other end. I'm not sure yet. So anyway, I do have another surprise for you guys that I'm going to save for the next video. And I'm going to reveal two more. I'll give you a hint. One of these is a tomato, actually more than one, but they're not your regular run-of-the-mill tomatoes. These are tomatoes that I'm pretty sure you have not seen before. So yeah, this is something that hopefully you guys, if you have not subscribed, that you will, because this is something that you're going to follow throughout the summer. This is going to be a conversation piece in your garden or on your dinner table, because trust me, this is not your grandmother's garden. That's all for today. This is the Frugal Nephew's watering can. That's it for now, guys. I am the Frugal Gardener, and I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching this video. Please, please share it. Please like and please comment. I read each and every comment and I respond. So thanks again. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Enjoy your day.